Stop memorizing tech facts.
Okay.
If you can find it easily on Google, do not memorize the fact. Come into our video, we're going to talk more and more about this concept of memorization within tech. Join me. Hi, my name is Gabriel Barucci, and welcome back to Struggle Security, where we are normalizing struggling in cybersecurity. If this is your first time here, I want you to click the subscription button, hit the notification bell so you can get more and more of this type of content. So let's just get right into the subject. And the subject for today is a direction or a statement that I want to put out there. I want to say to stop memorizing tech facts. Stop memorizing tech facts, whether it's an overall technology field or the cybersecurity field.
Okay.
I don't think that this is so much of a valuable practice because in conversations with other tech professionals, as a part of or conducting or even being a part of interviews and even within work environments, I think that a lot of times the person that is able to recall all the tech facts are typically seen as the one who knows their stuff or the person that has it all together or is the subject matter expert. But I don't think that the smartest person in the room is really the person who can recall information, right? And that's why I want to kind of encourage people to stop memorizing these tech facts in order to be some type of justification of your technological knowledge or your subject matter expertise. I mean, I'm going to come right out and say it is that memorizing information easily Googleable does not make us the smart guy, nor does it mean that we actually understand the concepts that we memorize. Now, I'm not saying that memorization is a bad thing, right? Memorizing tech facts to some degree can be valuable in our field. It can be helpful in us recalling certain information, but I don't think that we should stop at memorizing. We should start at memorizing and work up from there. And I want to introduce a concept that I learned from teachers. They learn this as a teaching method or teachers to be able to measure if students are digesting their information and understanding different levels of learning and levels of thinking. And this is called the Bloom's Taxonomy. And it has different levels, as you see there all the way to the left. It talks about different orders, right? Orders of thinking and thinking skills. So you start from the lower order and you work up to the higher order when it's describing what these different levels are. They include remembering, that starts at the bottom level, is that the ability to recall specific information. Just bring stuff directly from your memory. The second one is understanding. Not only remembering, but grasping the concepts, really understanding what those concepts mean and how they work together within a system. Applying, using that information in a new but similar type of situation. So it's not only remembering, it's not only understanding, but it's taking it and applying it to a certain task. Going further up, you're talking about analyzing, taking a part of what is known and identifying those relationships. This is when you're starting to connect all of the dots and really saying, okay, I see that this is happening over here, this is happening over here. I'm going to connect these two ideas and I see what now the whole map of the concepts look like. Evaluating. So not only are you connecting the dots, but you're understanding what's good information, what value can be added to it, or you're able to measure the quality of the information and making judgments on the information that you are bringing in. And at the top is creating, making something new from the information that you've learned, that you've memorized, that you've applied, analyzed, and evaluated. This is creating like a software program or something, right? That nobody has ever used or nobody has ever seen before in order to meet a particular need. So one thing that I want to bring your attention to is that where does that lie on Bloom's Taxonomy? It lies right there at the bottom, like just a little simple application on your phone. You know, parrots is an animal that's able to recall information that it's heard and just recall it back and repeat exactly what it says, right? Monkeys are very popular for being able to repeat or mimic individuals and recall what they've done. And, you know, that's where that phrase monkey see, monkey do. That's really just utilizing raw memorization in order to perform some type of activity. And, you know, one of the best things and one of the most precious things, babies do this. Babies aren't thought of to be subject matter experts in any area. Rather, they are bringing in information, digesting it, and recalling it. They utilize memory all of the time. So I do want to just bring your attention to say that, hey, stop memorizing tech facts. Stop memorizing things that are easily Googleable on the internet.
Okay.
Just as we were talking about, I don't want to just leave you at the stop. I don't want to just say, hey, stop doing this and stop doing that. But actually, I want to give you some alternatives to what you should do and things that will very much so help out in your tech journey, especially there within cybersecurity.
Thanks.
I want to bring out 3 of these particular points. And the first one is that of labbing. In security, we have heard that many people would read a book about a security concept, things like Kali Linux. You might read a book about Kali Linux or Metasploit before I've even heard people of downloading the operating systems and trying it out. That's the thing that I want to tell you to do. Download, try out, lab. And shout out to another one of my friends here on YouTube, Dewan Lightfoot. He has a YouTube channel where he has the hashtag of labeveryday. That is moving beyond the memorization and actually putting that to your fingers, putting that to the keyboard, and putting that into application. The second one I want to tell you about is that if you notice that you need to recall certain information that's very difficult to memorize, I want to tell you about different resources, things called cheat sheets. This is something that's very common within cybersecurity. Rather than memorizing all of the tech info, create cheat sheets or like a folder, right? A folder or directory on your personal computer where you're able to recall this information, bring it back up in PDFs or Word documents. And for cybersecurity, no cheat sheet repository beats anybody's but the SANS cheat sheets. And I'm going to have the link down there in the description section. They have a cheat sheet on a tool, a command line tool in Linux called Nmap. And it literally shows you all of the different commands, the different flags, and it tells you the application of those. Whether you're talking about a SYNAC type of scan or whether you're talking about a Christmas tree scan, you don't have to memorize that at all, but rather you have a cheat sheet for that. And the last one that I want to encourage you to do is don't worry if it's already been created. You can create stuff yourself. Start creating some stuff, even if it's already been done before. Because by you creating, you learn and greater solidify that information in your mind. That information becomes a part of your creation process. So start creating things. That's moving beyond memorization. That's going into the higher levels of Bloom's taxonomy, is creating. So I just want to reaffirm the point that I'm saying, stop memorizing tech facts. That doesn't make you a subject matter expert. That doesn't make you an expert, but rather utilize those 3 different things that I told you, labbing every day, utilizing cheat sheets, and start creating some stuff. From personal experience, I can understand how it can be difficult with dealing with this type of concept. You might think that memorizing can help you gain a leverage above the competition within your field. But one thing I want to say is that from personal experience, it has been something that has slowed me down in my learning process. I've tried to memorize things rather than actually utilizing it. And that's been one of my own personal struggles, right? Utilizing memorization over actually analyzing, evaluating, creating things with the information that I've learned. There's been times where I've been in interviews also, where organizations and people would say, hey, what is on TCP port 53 or UDP port this, or what is this particular tool used for? When it's very easy to Google search or Bing search that particular thing, that does not mean that somebody is smart, and that does not mean that somebody can do the job. So that's something that I really want to change within the field. And I really want you all, I want to encourage you all to use the information that you know. Hopefully this has been something valuable to you. I want you to come back, come along again so that we can normalize struggling in cybersecurity. And hopefully this has dispelled one of your own personal struggles.